We're coming right up to the Belford Bridge on the James River. That means we're very close to the property. We're looking at Tract 4 at the James River Estates today. So here on the bridge, we're looking upstream at the river, or upriver at the river, and then looking downriver. We're just a few hundred yards from the property. I wanted to start the video here because this is a good access point where you can put in a canoe or a kayak or a tube if you'd like to float. And if you just want a little short float, maybe if you have young kids, you can put in right here at the bridge and they can have a blast and just float right down to your property. Take about 15 or 20 minutes. Really pretty cool. Or if you haven't canoed or kayaked much, this is kind of a beginner's course right here. Float right down to your property and take out on your property. Pretty cool. So we'll continue on Belford Road. And like I said, we're just a couple hundred yards from the property. This is a county maintained road, and we're in Webster County. They do a great job on their roads. And now we'll be coming up on the property on the right hand side of the road. Okay, we're looking at Tract 4, which starts on the right. If you look on down there, you'll see the gate that says Tract 4. So obviously we are at the right place. Now, I might as well continue on and you can see the other edge of Tract 4 and the fence line from the county road. There we go. Now when we bought this acreage, the fence line ran directly just within a foot or two of the county road. We usually don't like that because then if you put up gates, you're literally parking right on the county road while you unlock your gate, which can be a little bit of a pain. So the guys have moved the whole fence line back about 20 feet, and they're still in the process of removing the old fence line and the brush and all that stuff. And they haven't finished the approach yet for Tract 4, or basically any of these tracts. So what we'll actually do is we'll pull through this original gate and we'll sneak through Tract 3. There you can see, but we'll sneak right through Tract 3 because they haven't fenced the sides yet. Got the posts up. Alright, so now we're on Tract 4. You can rest assured that in the near future you'll be able to pull right off the county road. But since I wanted to do this video today, that's how we got in. So now we're on Tract 4. We'll head on down to the river in a moment. Where we are here by the county road, this is high and dry. This is out of the 100-year flood zone, which is good news if you want to build a house because you will not need flood insurance. As we get down closer to the water, we'll come into the 100-year flood zone, where you can actually still build, but if you want a standard traditional mortgage, you will need flood insurance. So if you want to keep things simple, build out of the 100-year flood zone. I'll mention this property does have electricity running directly over it. You can see a pole over there. That pole is on Tract 3, but the power runs directly over Tract 4. So phone is at the county road. Windy day today. We got a little sunshine, so I thought it'd be a good day to snag a video of Tract 4. Just a beautiful area. Nice houses nearby. but not close, not super close to the property. And I'll drive down to the river and we'll have a look at that. Tract 4 is actually one of the only, if not the only tract out here that has some huge matured timber. I have no idea what kind of tree that is, but it is a monster. Big, big tree. It's got several huge trees. It's the middle of April, so the leaves are just starting to come out on these trees. Another few weeks and everything will be bright green. Now as we get down closer to the water, we'll enter that 100-year flood zone. But this tract has a good amount of buildable land. Or like I said, it's all technically buildable. But if you want to be out of the flood zone and simplify things, then you want to stay kind of toward the east side. It's easily wide enough to accommodate just about any style of home and still have a nice yard area. This would be good pasture for horses. Maybe a few head of cattle. Good clover everywhere. Beautiful property. And now we'll walk down through the tree line and we will be at the James River. This is a nice little shady area. And looking down at the James. Tract 4 sits we're probably 10 feet above the water. Again, I would never want to build my permanent residence here, but if you wanted just a little day cabin or a little something, you could build it here and maybe elevate it a few feet to be extra safe. And you're gonna have a great water view. You can fish right off your deck. If you'd rather have walk-down access to the water, we could help you out with that. It just takes a day with a skid loader. And we can do a little path or ramp down to the water, so no big deal. You actually own all the way across the river. You can see another channel of the James on the other side of that little inlet. The water's somewhat low right now, but you own right across to the other side and then some. A little bit on the other side as well. So that guarantees that no one can ever build directly across from you or mess up your little piece of splendor here. We pulled some really nice fish out of the river. Some good sized bass, panfish, probably some other types in there as well. Oh, this has got quite a bit of direct frontage, and to own both sides of a major river is pretty unusual. You'll usually find that the river itself is the boundary, but in this case, you really do own both sides. That's a beautiful deep hole. Oh, there's a big fish down there. I really doubt it'll come through in this video, but there's a pretty good sized bass right on the bottom there. I don't think I can zoom in, maybe. excellent. Great area for deer, great area for wild turkey. Super peaceful and private out here. It is just awesome. The James River will flow to the west down into Springfield, and it creates Lake Springfield. If you've been looking at all, it's just about impossible to find buildable acreage on the James. As soon as you get a few miles to the west into Greene County, which is where Springfield is, they have very strict zoning laws and building requirements. Subdividing land is very, very hard to do. So it's tough to find anything at all on the James at any price in Greene County. And here in Webster County, if you go too much further to the east, that's the headwaters of the James, and there really aren't any fish in there. So kind of the sweet spot is right where we are. If you want buildable land on the James, where you can fish and float, then you've got to look a long time. This is in my mind, one of the better investments is usable land on a named river in the Ozarks. It's starting to cloud over now. So take a look at this one. It's Tract 4 on the James. It's just a little bigger than 3.2 acres. Awesome property.